Alright, in this video we're going to go over the solution of web work number 13, problem 5. The question was, use the sum to product formula to simplify the expression sine of 49 degrees plus sine of 11 degrees is equal to sine of something, and that something is called A. It's an angle written in degrees between 0 and 90. The plan for this problem is to take the left side, highlighted in red, it is sine of 49 degrees plus sine of 11, and let's do what the problem suggests, which is to convert it first using the sum to product formula. And when we do that, let's see what we get. So formula 47 from the trig identities reference sheet, you see the link to that right here. Here's the formula, so we're going to plug in using A is 49 degrees and B is 11 degrees. So that formula at the top will convert to look like this right here. Now we can take this input into sine, that 49 degrees plus 11 degrees over 2. We can simplify that. We can also simplify the input to cosine, and we'll obtain 2 sine 60 degrees over 2 plus times cosine 38 degrees over 2. And each of those inputs we can simplify further just by doing that division by 2. So this is 2 times sine of 30 degrees, cosine of 19 degrees. And fortunately, 30 degrees is one of those special angles on the unit circle, so we can simplify this further as 2 times replace that sine of 30 degrees with 1/2 and cosine 19 degrees. Now that 2 and that half cancel, and we're left with cosine of 19 degrees. Alright, so that thing at the very top, sine of 49 degrees plus sine of 11 degrees, is equal to cosine of 19 degrees. And so that's what we just showed here. But the problem is, what was the prompt, right? The prompt says we want that expression to be sine of an angle, but we have it equal to cosine of something right now. So what we're going to do is use the cofunction formula. So back to that reference sheet, I'll use formula number 18 on that sheet. You can also use formula 19. Here's the formula that I'm going to use. And if you look at the right side of the equation we have at the top, right now the formula is in radians, but we'd like to use a version of this formula. It's implicit that this u is in radians, but we can use a version where u is in degrees. So that's what we're about to do. We're going to take this version of the formula that's written in degrees, and for u, we'll use this 19 degrees up here. So let's go ahead and do that. Cosine of 19 degrees, we're going to run it through this formula, but going backwards, so to speak, from the right to the left. So just so that we have everything on the table here, there's that 19 degrees that we're going to convert. If you use the other cofunction formula, then your choice of u will be different. So give that a thought, see if you can work out what that's going to be. But here, u is going to be 19 degrees. So we plug in for this u right here, this 19 degrees, and then replace, going from right to left, this with sine of 90 degrees minus u. And so now we can actually answer the prompt, right? Because now we have sine of some angle here. So that means our answer A is going to be 79.